We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Well, if you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
check 26. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Locke. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score, Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
2nd and 8 at the 24-yard.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
11 yards.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there, 21 yards the play. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert got his open man. It's Carr. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3rd down. 3 A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is the tight end fan. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
39-yard line.
They'll try to draw Lindsey, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On 1st down, Lindsey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Complete to number 89. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
36 yards.
36 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
He steps out of
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
complete to
23 yards on the play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Broncos 14. Chargers 7. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He'll get this to Eckler. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Locke on the bootleg. His throw incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and short.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Locke on the give, it's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
16 yards, a first down.
Los Angeles.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Running on first down, Eckler. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Broncos 24, Chargers 14. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Block working out of the gun. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, James. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Block. Oh, he'll air this one. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards. yards.
10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Locke 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He was brought down by...
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To throw is James on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Off play action. James firing quickly here, and that's complete.
James pass.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He was brought
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3. And the Chargers 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. James. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level right now.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. James. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.